Welcome to the video, everyone. I'm going to change up the setting today. We're outside. We're going to mix it up because you don't want to see my boring face stuck in that office all day. So we're gonna mix it up a little bit. I want to talk to you very briefly today. Keep this quite short, about how much money do I take from my Amazon business. And the reason I want to shed some light upon this topic is, because there's a lot of ambiguity around it, and people say they make this much money monthly, and then you've got to consider what's their profit margins. It can be very misleading often looking at figures from Amazon FBA from your seller app. So I'm always very transparent with that. I make a 50% margin after everything, 45 to 50, but 50 if you were to round either way. Who's that now? But yeah, so how much money do I take from my Amazon business? And you're going to be surprised at what this number is. You would think, based on the figures that I generate and put up on my YouTube and my Instagram, I take £702 a month from my business. That's my wage. I'm the director of the company. I pay myself. I'm the only one on the books. So I run my own PAYE through a piece of software that I use, and I get paid £702 a month, right? You're probably thinking, wow, that's quite low, which it is, it is low. But I'm a very prudent, frugal person. I don't spend lots of money on different things. I'm not very materialistic. I do like nice things, but I don't waste loads of money on them. I'm more interested in reinvesting in the business and creating a business that's got longevity, and is going for the long term, basically, not just squandering loads of cash in the short term. So the reason then, why do I only take £702 per month and pay myself? It's quite cool, actually. Click the button at the end of the month and pay myself. The reason is tax. So when you own a limited company, or when you have a limited company like I do, there's ways that you can pay less tax on your profits. So let's look at the example that for this year, 2018, the end of the year, roughly I will make £100,000 in profit. Now, I could take out £8,000 per month from the business. If you look at 100 grand divided over 12 months, roughly £8,000 a month. But you're thinking, well, why am I only taking 702 when I could take 8,000 out? And the reason for that, again, is tax. So if I were to take a huge amount of money out monthly, my income tax would be 20% on that at the basic rate. So 20% income tax on that money that I take in. That's a lot of income tax. That's £1,600 per month of the 8,000 that's going to be paid in tax. I don't want to pay more tax than I have to, and I listen to the accountants when they tell me to do what they want me to do. I'm not an accountant, so it makes sense to listen to them. Now, if I were to do it the alternative way, right, which is what I'm doing, £702 a month. I'm on the lower earnings level for a limited company, so I don't get taxed on that 702 at all. So I get paid £702 a month with zero tax on that, completely above board, legit. It's what I've been told to do by the accountant. Now, what it means at the end of the year is I can take something from my company, what's called a dividend. Now, this is what I'm, working with my students when they're creating a company, explaining to them what all this means and how it works and how to get it set up. But basically, if I look at the example of £100,000 a year in profit at the end of the year, if I do what I'm doing now, which is taking a £702 wage, which equates to about £8,000 a year, then I am only going to be I'm going to have, £92,000 left over at the end of the year, sitting in the company. Now, I can take that out in the form of a dividend. Now, me being the director or owner of the company, I'm the only shareholder of the company, being the main director. I can pay myself a dividend at the end of the year. Now, you basically can take out as much as you want, so I can take out the whole 92,000 at the end of the year. I could take out 20, I could take out 40, whatever you want. You have an allowance of, I think, £5,000 where you don't get taxed on. So the first five of an amount, and then you move up in a bracket-style format and start, being taxed on your dividends as well. Damn government. But you get taxed far less than if I was to take out the full 8,000 every month. So you can see what I mean. Basically, being clever with your money, listening to a professional. Don't take everything out all at once, monthly, and just squander it like a lot of people do, waste their money on loads of cars and different things like that. I'm looking to get a mortgage, put this money into things that will have a return. So at the end of the year, you can then withdraw the profit that your business has made. Now, I'm never going to withdraw more than I need to. I'm always going to look to reinvest those profits to grow and scale, which again, I am working with all my students at the moment, whether it's launching a single product or launching 3 products, or just basically scaling their current business model to doing, significant figures with private label. So yeah, I mean, that's my setup at the moment. I'm not an accountant. I listen to my accountant, do what they say. I live a, normal life. I don't waste loads of money on anything. At the end of the year, I'm certainly going to do something with it. I'm going to treat myself to something, or just save it. There's money is money. It's more about time for me. Amazon FBA is about freedom, having, passive income where you can just do what you want. What day is it today? I genuinely don't know what day it is. So it's Wednesday today. If I can flip this camera around, which I seem to be failing at. Could it be that one? Nope. Right. Gonna give up on that, but tell you what, we can have a look here. I'm just doing some work outside on the laptop. It's that laptop digi-nomad lifestyle cliche that everyone's talking about at the moment, but it's legit. So yeah, I mean, drop me a message on Instagram, like and subscribe the video. If you can, then you go and follow me and on every platform that I operate on at the moment. I've got an email, info@amazonsupremacy.com. Drop me an email if you're interested, if you want to know how it all works. If you've heard about my course and you're thinking, wow, I want this one-to-one mentorship, then just drop me a message and we can make it happen. So have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.